We will talk about one of the pillars of heroic leadership, ingenuity. The urgent question of our time is whether we can make change our friend and not our enemy. And the Jesuits certainly learned how to change with the times. What was Jesuit ingenuity? It is making change a friend instead of an enemy. The Jesuits, through their history, demonstrated the ability to innovate, to absorb new perspectives, to respond quickly to opportunities and threats, and to let go of strategies that no longer work in order to embrace new ones. As Loyola put it, ingenuity is being comfortable traveling through the various regions of the world and using all the means you can to reach your goals. So what insights do they have to teach in this regard? First, corporate ingenuity is cultivated and won one person at a time. The Jesuit company embraced change because individual Jesuits embraced change. One example is when Francis Xavier changed by picking up and going to China on 48 hours notice and being confident enough to make major decisions once he arrived. They have learned that self-awareness is the cornerstone to ingenuity. They have defined three aspects of self-awareness for pursuing ingenuity. First, indifference-inspired freedom from unhealthy attachments. Second, knowledge of personal non-negotiables, values, goals, ways of working not up for discussion. And third, confidence to embrace new approaches and explore new ideas and perspectives, born of the whole world becomes our house perspective. Some people shrink from change, paralyzed by the plain old fear of whatever is different. Others drift aimlessly from one set of values and strategies to another. Both responses indicate the same underlying problem: lack of core values and principles. The time to hash these out is not when one is confronted with many complicated choices, when one is under stress, or when one is grappling with an urgent problem or opportunity. Those who come to the table with a strong understanding of their non-negotiables can pounce instinctively on opportunities that suit their broader objectives. It is this kind of ingenuity that helped the Jesuits identify many counterintuitive, risky strategies that took them far beyond European mainstream culture. So the second guiding principle is ingenuity. It is when we try new opportunities in an imaginative way without neglecting or compromising core values and beliefs.
The spirituality of Saint Ignatius. Ingenuity, a second key to successful leadership. We are living in an era of fast technological development, and in order to be an effective modern leaders, we need to have a purposeful commitment to innovation. This dynamic is described by the following concepts: a readiness or a willingness to respond to new possibilities, an eagerness or a desire to explore new ideas, approaches, or techniques, and cultures, the capacity to create a vision for the future, the ability to convey the vision to others in an appealing manner, and the ability to inspire others to be innovators without being intimidated by their success, an openness to ongoing learning, the inner freedom to risk, the flexibility to accept occasional failures as an integral part of the innovative process, and to keep exploring avenues toward one's goal despite them. With these concepts, we can come up with the virtues of ingenuity, and these are imagination, the ability to approach unforeseen problems with creative solutions, adaptability, the ability to change or be changed to fit new circumstances, flexibility, the ability to adapt to new situations, creativity, the ability to create and realize innovative solutions, and lastly, the ability to respond rapidly to unexpected situations.
Personal leadership is never-ending work in progress that draws on continually maturing self-understanding. The external environment evolves and personal circumstances change, as do personal priorities. Some personal strengths erode even as opportunities arise to develop others. All these changes demand consistent balance, growth, and evolution as a leader. The strong leader relishes the opportunity to continue learning about self and the world and looks forward to new discoveries and interests. The Jesuits trained every recruit to lead, convinced that all leadership begins with self-leadership that springs from personal beliefs and attitudes. Therefore, each person must first decide that what personal leadership legacy they want to leave behind. Ingenuity, confidently innovating and adapting to embrace a changing world. Ingenuity is the readiness to cross the world at a moment's notice in full-hearted pursuit of a good opportunity. It is the willingness to work without a script and to dream up imaginative new approaches to problems that have baffled others. And it is the creative embrace of new ideas and foreign cultures. So there are two vital ingredients for ingenuity. Firstly, indifference, which frees individuals from the prejudices, attachments, fears, and narrow-mindedness that can block the enthusiastic pursuit of new ideas and opportunities. Secondly, a profound trust and optimism that the world presents plenty of opportunities to pursue. A leader must first rid himself of ingrained habits, prejudices, cultural preferences, and the "we've always done it this way" attitude, the baggage that blocks rapid adaptive responses. Another key to ingenuity that might not be very obvious is obedience. In order to move quickly, Jesuits needed to not only be willing to move on a moment's notice, but be able to take orders sending them on a new mission. Jesuits needed to be flexible enough to do whatever the situation calls for, to give an order, to take an order, or to plot one's own course. The spirit of indifference helped young Jesuits not to worry about who got to give orders or who had to take them, but to do either well in order to deliver results. Obedience confers speed to the enterprise, allowing managers to recognize and respond to opportunities aggressively. Anyone in today's fast-paced, competitive business environment will recognize the power of having team members who can take orders, give them, plot their own course, and do all this quickly. Loyola also resolved a complicated management challenge by building responsive, innovative, globally focused teams. Speed and a global mindset in today's fast-paced economy often require centralized authority to weigh opportunities and mobilize resources quickly against emerging opportunities. There is often not time to call everyone together to discuss what to do when an opportunity arises.